Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So you may notice a little bit of change here. Seeing grass and leaves and different driveway, cloudy skies. It's about 47, 50 degrees out. Yeah, I just recently went through some very big life changes. That's why I haven't posted a video in a couple of weeks, but basically had to make a tough decision, probably one of the toughest decisions of my life, to relocate from California back to Chicago, where I'm from. So as you can see, here's the truck, here's the trailer. I'm not going to kind of get into why I had to make this decision, but it was something that was a very tough and very tough decision to make in life. So I've landed back in Chicago, and I'm going to be starting the business all over again from the ground up. So, but I think I'm going to take a little bit more different approach. So I'm going to focus more on the dump trailer rental side of things, working with contractors, roofing companies, doing getting the trailer out to people who are looking to do junk removal in their home. There's money to be made in the landscape material delivery, and I'm gonna try and see if I can do that, but it's a little bit tougher out here in the wintertime. So I'm gonna try to change the business model up a little bit and see about going after kind of the bigger returns. I've been doing some research already out here about where all the landfill dumps are, where's all the transfer stations, things like that. So definitely going to be a little bit of approach, but I'm also I have another idea, and this is the idea that I talked about in a couple of videos. So I think I want to get into Hotshot trucking. There's a couple of different things that I want to do in terms of getting started in it. I've been doing a lot of research on that as well, and I think I want to get started with at least a 22-foot car trailer, and get into the car hauling side of it, just to kind of get my feet wet, get on the load boards, figure out how all that works. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into getting a 14K trailer as well. So being able to handle up to 14,000 pounds, because there's Illinois, especially the Chicagoland area where I'm at, this is a huge freight area, and there's a ton of local freight that has a lot of partials that you wouldn't necessarily need a 30 or 45 foot trailer 30 or 40 foot trailer. If I do have a need to upgrade to a gooseneck, absolutely would. But I'm hoping to get in front of the Hotshot trucking crowd as well. I want to do non-CDL and Hotshot trucking guys. If you watch this, this is the truck that I would be using, and this thing's pretty built. It is ready to do some work. It's got traction bars on it. It's got 10,000 pound bags by Logic Air. I don't know if you can see that there. I'd have to get a gooseneck put in, but there's definitely some things that this truck is ready to do, and I'm not ready to do the whole gooseneck attachment yet. I want to see what I can do with a tow behind first, because getting a gooseneck installed would completely rearrange how my bed is set up. And so I'm not quite there yet, but I want to. That's definitely something that I'm looking into. I've seen quite a few videos on the internet of people who have started with car trailers and have been successful with that. I'm not looking to live life over the road, but I'm not opposed to over the road either. And so I think this would be a fun industry to get involved and continue to use my truck to make money. The number one thing that I don't want to do is go back behind a desk and have to, sit in a cubicle and do sales and call and dial for dollars. And, that's not what I want to do in life. I want to continue on this path of entrepreneurship, continue to figure out how to use the truck to make money. And, I want to continue to figure out how to be my own boss and my own earner in this world. So, but yeah, I wanted to, let everybody know that's watched so far and that's followed me and given me great advice. I haven't disappeared, just been going through some big life changes. In terms of driving across the country, the truck did awesome. I ended up packing up the trailer with all my stuff. It was a fun drive. I drove from California to Kingsman, Arizona the first night. The second day I drove from Kingsman to Albuquerque, and when I got to Albuquerque, that's where some stuff kind of went south. I stayed in Albuquerque, and so I ended up taking basically Route 66 across the country instead of going through the Rockies, because they were supposed to get snow, and so it was a little bit longer going further south. But I thought I heard like a squeaking coming from my brakes, and so when I stopped in Albuquerque, I stopped at this mega Ford dealership called Power Ford, biggest Ford dealership I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And when I got there, they let me unhook the trailer, and so I went and unhooked the trailer in their side lot. And then when we went for a test drive to listen to the brakes, when I pulled back into the bay, I was leaking coolant all over. It was everywhere. It was all over the tow bar. It was all over. It was the whole front end was just leaking coolant onto their floor. So, which was already not cool, but what was cool is when I told them I was traveling across the country, they bumped me to the front of the line. I guess they deal with a lot of people traveling across on Route 66. So they bumped me to the front of the line, and they had, what ended up being wrong is my coolant return line from the turbo blew. And so they didn't have the part in stock, but they had it about half an hour to 40 minutes away at another dealership. So they paid for my Uber back to the hotel. They sent someone to get the part. They were able to get the truck fixed. Couldn't figure out what was going on with the brake, but it kind of stopped squeaking after that. So I don't know what that's all about, but they got the truck fixed. They Ubered me back to the dealership to pick it up, picked up the trailer. And then I spent another night in Albuquerque. Then the next morning I drove from Albuquerque to Oklahoma City. And New Mexico is probably one of the most beautiful states I've ever driven in my whole entire life. But when I got to Texas, there was a cold front coming through Texas, and I was driving east forever, and I was dealing with like 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts coming out of the north. So the whole time I'm driving east all the way through Texas and all the way to Oklahoma City, I felt like someone kept kicking the driver's side of my truck. So I just stayed behind the truckers and just followed them. And then I stayed the night in Oklahoma City, and I had driven 12 hours that day. I was exhausted. I slept for like 12 hours in Oklahoma City, and then the next morning I got up, drove from Oklahoma City all the way to Chicago. That was a brutal drive. I left at like 7 in the morning. I got to St. Louis by like 5 o'clock, and I was so tired. I had to pull over just outside the city of St. Louis, and I took like an hour nap in the truck. Was so tired. Woke up, and then I did 5.5 hours to Chicago, and I ended up getting into Chicago at like 1:30 in the morning. So that was a long day, but minus the coolant line leak, minus that, the truck pulled amazing. I ended up going on a scale to see what I weighed in at, and total weight with the truck and trailer and all the stuff in it was, and half a tank of fuel, was 16,600 pounds. So the trailer itself weighs, I think it's right here, it's just under 5,000 pounds is the trailer weight. And so I had about 3,000 pounds of stuff in the trailer, and I had, in order to make sure that the trailer was good for the whole drive, I packed it up. Then what I did was I put plywood across the top of it, cut sheets of plywood the long ways, just cut a foot off 3 of them, put it across, strapped those down with, ratchet straps. Then I put the tarp over the rolling tarp. Then I put a whole plastic tarp over it. And then after that was all bungee corded down, I did a couple of more straps. I had to do a couple of more straps on the side of the road because the wind was so bad. I thought I was going to rip the tarp right off the top and end up hitting the truckers behind me. So I had to pull over on the side of the road, tarp it down, go to a Buc-ee's, get a couple of more straps, which Buc-ee's is a whole nother conversation. That frickin' place is insane. There's my DPF, diesel particle filter. This truck doesn't have one. And then those are the pieces of plywood that I used to do it all. But the trailer pulled amazing, truck pulled amazing. Just like there wasn't a time where I was hesitant at all. It felt like half the time it felt like the trailer wasn't even back there. And once I got the bags dialed in and it stopped doing like that jerking motion, once I got it up to about 45 PSI, I'd hit a bump and it just pulled right over it. The hands down best vehicle I've ever owned my whole entire life. And it got me across the country and it did it safely too. So, big shout out to Power Ford as well for taking care of me and making sure that I got back on the road safe. So, but yeah, tons of things on the horizon, working hard, trying to figure out what path I'm going to go here. I've been trying to get all my stuff changed on the back end of the business and slowly, getting to a point where I'm like, okay, it's time to take the next steps here and figure out what else I can do with this truck to, have a nice stream of income, multi-stream income, live a comfortable life. Gas is $1 cheaper a gallon out here, so that's kind of nice. I won't argue with that. But yeah, just, kind of restarting over here. So anybody who's watching and who has been watching and likes what I do, I appreciate it. If you're new to it, if you could, give a follow or, click subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. If you've ever been through a life restart and the challenge of it, give it a thumbs up, comment your story, let me know. I'm sure there's a lot of people that understand. And Hotshot trucking guys and girls, I'm looking to do non-CDL. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, oh, don't get into Hotshot. But there's a lot of drivers that are getting pulled off the road right now for having illegal licenses, and that doesn't mean that the freight's gonna stop shipping. So I have a feeling there's gonna be even more of a need for it now than there ever was. So again, subscribe, like, follow, comment, whatever. Just let me know that you're enjoying the content. And like I said, going to be way more focused here on the dump trailer rental and definitely going to be looking into Hotshot trucking. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.